And it's the king, Amir King Khan. He's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as they come.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue.
Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Do you want to know what it feels like to have Terrence Crawford hit you below the belt? Well, just ask Amir Khan. That's what happened the first time they fought, as Khan had to retire.
What a fight it was. It was bubbling to be an unbelievably interesting, intriguing fight. Crawford's still as fast. He's still as slick, still as powerful. Now Amir Khan knows this guy can put the pressure on. So I've either got to jump on him early and throw it all in for 5 rounds, or exactly the same thing's going to happen all over again.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that jab. That one lands. Nice score with that left hand. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. On to the second round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Good counter punch. He gets out of the way of that left hand. There's a scoring blow. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Neither man really defending themselves. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Good counter left hand there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Good left counter that lands. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You can't score with that uppercut. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You know these smaller fighters have those fast hands and good footwork, but what else?
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go. Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good right hand. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next? Here's the bell for round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
He misses with that jab. Beautiful counter punch. Missed him with that uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete time for the 5th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. And he fails to score with that left hook. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
The perfect counter lands. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Nice exchange here from both men.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Good counterpunching from both these athletes. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. There's the bell for round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. That's a scoring left hand. This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Nice counter. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Nice exchange here from both men. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to... Round 7, here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of defense here at all. He blocks the jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with the left uppercut.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And a counter left. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
There's a right hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round. Round 8, and we're off again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Catch and shoot. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Oh, what a punch! Good counter punching. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. He blocks that jab. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Perfect punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. And we enter the night. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
He misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
This is easy for us to say and comment here at ringside, but those guys can see what they've got to do. I understand there's a lot of pressure on. I understand there's some guys that are just naive or inexperienced, but just give them a break. Give them a little time.
Nice counter punch. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Nice job landing that left counter punch. As bad as boxing. This is the 10th. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. He threw the hook, didn't land. He missed with that jab. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. And he just missed with that left jab. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. That left hook misses. Can't land the jab there. A perfect counter shot. Counter right. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. After what we saw in that last... There's the bell to start round 11. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Punch, counter punch. Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? These two are the perfect dance partners. Right punch. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Beautiful counter shot. Good counter right hand again. Left scores. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Crawford in trouble.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. There's the bell for round 12. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They miss with the jab. They're both trying for a knockout. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Left counter punch will score. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Just misses with that uppercut. Nice counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Crawford's legs are all over the place. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.